An ancient garment from the Himalayan region is getting a modern makeover in Queens. One Nepalese immigrant in Jackson Heights is putting a twist on the traditional chupa. She's making a dress that honors comfort and ease as much as cultural heritage, and she hopes to make life a stitch easier for the women who wear them. Lisa Macabasco reports.
It's a warm spring Sunday morning in Elmhurst, and the Sherpa Gompa Monastery is packed. It's a yellow hall decorated with bright primary colors. 100 or so Himalayan Buddhists are praying with the chanting monks. It's Buddha Jayanti, the birthday of Lord Buddha, that falls in early May. It's an important holiday in the Himalayan community, so many women are wearing traditional Himalayan gowns called chupas.
I love to wear.
Nima Sherpa is an immigrant from Nepal who lives in Jackson Heights. She's wearing a beautiful royal blue satin chupa with a sky blue blouse underneath.
We usually wear chupa to respect. This is a kind of like a respect.
Her young daughter is standing at her side wearing a bright pink chupa made of satin brocade and lace.
And so you want your daughter to keep continuing the tradition?
Of course, of course.
The girl says she loves wearing a chupa.
Because it's my favorite, and I like long dresses.
But wearing the chupa signifies something larger.
It makes us feel like we're in our own country, so it makes us feel like a more like togetherness.
The chupa has been worn for centuries in Tibet. Today it's also common throughout the Himalayan region, including Nepal and India. It's usually worn for special events, like weddings and New Year's, but it's worn once or a few times at most.
Because it's a small community, and when you go for a party and you wear, and everybody sees it, so you don't want to repeat it.
That's Fulmaya Gurung, the co-owner of Himalayan Couture in Jackson Heights. It's a year-old business that sells modernized, one-of-a-kind chupas to women from the growing Nepalese and Tibetan communities in Queens. So what is a chupa? Think of a distant cousin of a kimono. It's a bit complicated, but stay with me. Start with a blouse, which wraps in front, usually without any fastening, and has a fussy collar that won't stay folded. On top of that is a floor-length, sleeveless wrap dress. It's usually made of silk, satin, or brocade. After wrapping 2 panels across your front, the garment ties in the back and the whole thing is secured with a sash. On top of that is a striped apron. It's not quite slimming, to say the least.
When you finish wearing it, you are almost like 5 sizes bigger than what you are.
It could take up to 10 minutes to put on a chupa properly. Her chupa is much easier to put on, as she demonstrates.
So you just put it on the head and it's already done.
There's a zipper on the side and hooks for the back instead of ties. But one thing she hadn't planned on when she came up with the idea to bring the chupa into the modern age were modern women's bodies.
When the people came, they were more from the plus size.
She had to refund 5 customers because her dress pattern didn't fit them. But she also struggled against a prevailing mindset among Nepalese women that chupas are disposable and therefore not worth spending a lot of money on. You only wear them a few times after all. Women told me that they would pay $20 or less for a chupa. And when they're that cheap, they're bound to be ill-fitting. Looking around the monastery that morning, the difference between inexpensive and well-made chupas was clear just by looking at them. Fabrics looked cheap, and the garments were less than flattering. One of Fulmaya's satisfied customers is Namrata Pradhan. Namrata is a small but animated immigrant from Nepal who lives in Queens. Last year she had to find a chupa for an International Women's Day celebration, and she wasn't going to buy it off a rack.
I have to have my own dress and my own style. I'm different, so I want to be different. And I want to wear purple. Purple is a royal color, it's for power. It's a feminist color.
She wanted to wear a chupa that was designed and created just for her for this special occasion. So she went to Himalayan Couture. Namrata remembers how she felt when she first put on her custom chupa.
I feel great. I feel like happy, I'm in a festive mood.
And she remembers what people said when they saw her.
They were saying, oh my goodness, I didn't know that. You look so beautiful. Everyone was like, can I take a picture with you? I would feel like I was like a celebrity.
Someone even said it could help her love life.
Yeah, even someone was saying that I can find you a Tibetan guy.
But there's much more wrapped up in the idea of modernizing traditional ethnic clothes in the United States. Here, ethnic dress has long been seen in opposition to fashion.
Fashion is defined by change and newness.
Minha T. Pham is a fashion scholar and an assistant professor at Pratt Institute in Brooklyn.
This idea undergirds the fiction that ethnic or traditional dress is something other than and symbolically other to fashion.
She says the shop proves that Nepalese styles of dress are, in fact, modern, although many in the West might not think so.
Even the brand name Himalayan couture states that couture or high fashion can be located somewhere other than the West, in this case in the Himalayas.
But what if customers don't want modernity? What if they like their hard-to-put-on, ill-fitting chupas? Maybe those negative qualities that Himalayan couture wants to fix are exactly what make chupas special and unique.
Yeah, I love it actually, because I don't get to wear it often. So whenever I get to wear it, I jump and wear it.
Kungochime is a waitress at Friends Cafe, a Nepalese and Tibetan spot across from the Roosevelt Ave subway station. She says she relishes any special occasion when she can wear a traditional chupa. And the modern versions? To her, they just look like anything you'd find at the local mall.
Modern ones, to me, it looks like a dress, like any kind of maxi dress. So it doesn't look that unique to me, but I like the older ones better.
But Fulmaya still believes there's a demand for her updated chupas. And soon she will bring them into the future in yet another modern way, with an online shop. In Jackson Heights, I'm Lisa Macabasco.